Today on Catherine Learns Stuff, I'm going to walk you through making customized freezy sleeves for your kids on both the iron and on the heat press. I've decided that I want to make my own text for my freezy sleeves, so I've designed those in Vectorinator as I typically do, and I've got them saved here in my files. Again, I'm quickly going to just select the file that I've created and I'm going to upload it into Design Space. You can get access to this design on my website, which is listed below. So quickly just increasing the size of this. I want my text to be no greater than 1 inch by 5 inch. So I'm going to select all of my text here. I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to select each section of text and attach them together. Now that they're all attached, I can see how big they are, and I want to make sure that I edit their sizes so that they're no bigger than 1 inch high and no greater than 5 inches long. So with this one here, I'm going to change it so that it's 1 inch high, and I'm going to have it 5 inches long. So it's going to change the perspective of the letters a little bit, but that's all right. And I'm going to repeat this activity for all of these texts so that they don't get printed too big. Now that they're all sized properly, I'm going to select it all and I'm going to duplicate. I've got 20 sleeves, so I'm going to make 5 copies of this, and I'm going to select half of them here. I'm just going to change the color to be white, and then I'm going to have half of them in black. This will allow my freezy sleeves to have a little bit of personality. So I'm quickly going to select Make It and pick my 12 by 12 mat. Now, the one thing that we need to do before I try to modify anything here is I need to make sure that I put my iron on for both of my sheets, because I don't want to end up printing this the wrong way. They look like it looks like the Design Space has maximized the printing area pretty well here, so there's not very much modifications that are required. So this is now ready to be cut. Once I cut the stencils, I'm going to quickly weed them and get them ready for pressing. I've gone ahead and cut all of my phrases out in my Cricut, and I've weeded them. I've placed them on each of the freezy sleeves to see how they'll look. I think these designs and color combinations will work great for my kids. Now all that's left to do is to press them onto the sleeves. I'm going to press them on both my heat press and on my iron to show you how to do it on both systems. Whenever I do crafts on my ironing board, I always use Teflon sheets to protect my ironing board, my iron, and my crafts. And I'm going to set my iron to cotton setting, which is pretty much the highest setting on my iron. I could go to linen, but that's just a little bit too much. It's just important to remember that whenever you're doing crafts with vinyl, you've got to make sure you read the labels on the vinyl itself, because every vinyl has a slightly different temperature requirement. Okay, I have my phrase ready and my freezy sleeve ready. Before I start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just iron my freezy sleeve so that I can get rid of any moisture that's on the top layer and help make it smooth just before I do my ironing on. With this, I don't need to put my Teflon sheet on top, it's just to get the moisture out. Now, once I'm ready, I simply place my letters onto my freezy sleeve in the location that I want it. I'm going to put my Teflon sheet on top of it so that I don't melt anything onto my iron. And I'm going to hold this pretty hard down for about 15 to 20 seconds. Now my letters are attached. This vinyl that I've used is a cold peel, so I have to let the vinyl cool down before I can totally peel off the label. But you can see it comes off pretty nicely. And there I have it. My one sleeve is done. Now I'm going to do the other ones on my heat press. Now that my heat press is at 300 Fahrenheit, I'm ready to start pressing my freezy sleeves. Just like with the iron, I have to preheat these sleeves so that they don't have any moisture in them and so that they don't have any wrinkles in them. Again, I like to use my Teflon sheets to make sure everything is safe and no previous designs get reapplied anywhere by accident. For this pressing, to just get rid of the moisture, it's only needed for about 5 seconds and then it's ready to go. So once I've got my sleeve heated and moisture free, I simply place my decal on top in the location that I want it. Again, I'm going to put my Teflon sheet over it so that nothing ruins my machine. And for this, I'm only going to press it for about 15 seconds. And there it is. My freezy sleeve is done. If, for example, I want to put a name on the back, like I will be doing on some of them, it's the same process, but I don't need to reheat it. I simply flip over my sleeve and put the name on the back. Now I've got a saying and a name on the other side. And that's it. The freezy sleeves are done. And that's it. All of our freezy sleeves are done and ready for use. All the designs that I've used today are found on my website, which is found below. Also, all the equipment and materials that I've used are listed down there as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. Thanks for watching.